Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here. In this video, we're talking about PlayStation Portable, Zelda, and a monitor. Let's get started. Alright, we'll kick things off here talking about PSP emulation on pretty much everything with PPSPP. They have just released version 1.14. Now, PPSPP says this is no ordinary release. A lot of work has gone into fixing long-standing rendering issues, such as the water in Outrun or characters clipping through the background in Kuryu 2 or smoke showing through the walls in Ratchet & Clank. There are new VR builds for Quest and Pico and many other things. So to elaborate just a little bit further, or a lot of it, we've got graphics fixes in Burnout Dominator, Kuryu, Ratchet & Clank, Outrun, Ridge Racer, SpongeBob, Cars, Hunter x Hunter, and many others. That was hard to say in one breath. There's also performance improvements. Killzone now runs at playable speed, and Juice 2 performance has been fixed. Many software renderer improvements, both performance and accuracy. Brand new VR builds for standalone devices for the Quest and Pico. Some input handling fixes, IR interpreter fixes, and so much more. So they continue on here and say there will be a couple of blog posts with a lot more detail about some of the changes early next year when the new website rolls out. So there's going to be a brand new website as well for PPSPP, and I think that's incredibly exciting. In my opinion, their website is currently very useful, and I'll drop a link to it in the description below, and I do recommend checking it out. If you wanted to pick up the latest and greatest version 1.14 for Android, you can pick it up right on the Google Play Store, and if you can't find it, you can pick it up right from PPSSP's website. It's 100% free. On a side note here, there is PPSSPP Gold. It's the paid version of PPSSPP, and it gets you no extra benefits, just a fancy gold icon. Well, I guess that's kind of a benefit. I'm a proud supporter of PPSSPP Gold because basically it just supports the developers. Next up, we're going from software to hardware and talking about a Kickstarter, a retro-styled modular IPS display for old and new systems. This one is actually pretty interesting, and the Kickstarter is about to close. Not surprisingly, the monitor is not a CRT, it's an IPS display, and it's at a 5:4 ratio, but it can do 4:3. There's just a little black box around the picture. It can work at 15 kHz, 50 Hz, or 60 Hz. It's got built-in speakers, it's modular, and it's got a whole bunch of different connections, great for a whole bunch of retro systems. As for latency on these monitors, I'm pretty sure I saw somewhere it was around 15 milliseconds give or take. And as for the price, these are not cheap. They're coming in at about $330 US. If you are curious about this one, I will drop a link to the Kickstarter in the description below, but you better hurry up because this one's almost over. Last up, we're talking about a brand new Zelda ROM hack on the NES. It's called The Legend of Zelda Ancient Dungeon, and it's a roguelike. They state every playthrough is different, and it's all included directly in the ROM file. You don't need external randomization programs. They also say there are no restrictions on the combinations of enemies you may encounter in the dungeon. They have additional item abilities and more. There's some secrets in here. If you want to check this one out, it's available over at romhacking.net. I'll drop a link in the description below. But anyways, that is all I've got for you in this one. Straight to the point, all stuff and no fluff. We talked about a bunch today. Let me know your thoughts about absolutely any of it in the comments below. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button, check out my other videos, don't tempt fate, save your state.